morning, everybody. Today is October 4th, and we just had the NFP report that came out, and we jumped, 40 points, about 40 points. We were trading here at 66, which is, I always like to mark those areas as and mark it as the scene of the crime, because that's where markets like to revisit those. So I mark it as NFP scene of the crime, just to be aware of where we started the move. So I'm gonna keep an eye on to see if we retest that area. We're clearly opening on a gap, right? Yesterday's high is here, 57.70. Yesterday I had mentioned that we kept trying to break below this range. We tried 1, 2, 3, 4 times. We kept trying, and we kept pausing here. And I said, if this doesn't go, then we're likely gonna go back to the other side of this range, and this is exactly what's happening right now. And this is something that you can use in all time frames, right? When you see that you're trading in a range, even if it's a 5-minute range, right? Like when you see that we cannot get below that side of the range, then the trade becomes a move to the other side of the range. So and this is, we've been looking at this for a while, this range. So now we have all-time highs right here. We're in one of the most bullish quarters of the year, so wouldn't surprise me that we take this highs. We need to get through this low volume node right here. You can see it right here, 58.05. So there's gonna be a little bit of resistance here, but if we get above it, if we get through it, then we're likely gonna make new highs and keep moving higher. So, but the thing is this, we just moved from here to here, this like over 60 points. From here to significantly make new highs is gonna need another catalyst, in my opinion. So we just had a catalyst, but we're pausing here. So to make new highs, maybe we attempt we break this highs and then we come back into the range. So keep that in mind. But once we break this range, if we break it with some new catalyst, what I do usually to get a target is I double this range, right? So I take from here to here, then double it. That would put us up here at 59.32 if we start breaking above this range. So that's another thing that I'm gonna look for eventually when we break out of this range. Now, for today's session specifically, if we come back and test yesterday's highs, I'm gonna be looking for a bounce from there, closing the gap and bouncing. But if we start trading inside yesterday's value, which is at 57.53, then I'm going to be looking for a value area rule to trade to the other side of value. But I think that if we pull back, that's going to be where we bounce, because that's also if you see here, that's also midnight. So a move down here inside the range, I think we'll find buyers at value area high. But while we're in here, if we don't stay above this area, then this is going to be choppy. So trading in here, unless we catch the initial move, I don't want to get involved. Just the first touch would be the trade that I would want to take. Once we just spend time here, then this is going to be messy. And then of course, if we break value area low, then we tested so many times that eventually I'm looking for it to break and test this 5700. But remember, we still have this support right here that we need to get through. So it could be another test into here, into the 20-day daily moving average, and then a bounce. Okay, today's Friday, so if you had a good week, take it easy. NQ, as I keep saying, still lagging, and we still have not made new highs, but in the case that we get above the previous week's high, this becomes a target. 20,860. And in the case that we failed to break out, then 20,040 is still the 90-day and the 20-day point of control. Crude. So crude broke above this area, about the 50 moving average. Remember yesterday I said that there was a spike here. We were holding, and this was looking bullish because we were trading in the upper side of this move. And then I pointed out this high volume node and this one right here, and here we are. This is the 90-day point of control. We're trading right smack in the middle of it. A previous range was here, so in the case that we keep moving higher, then I'm looking for 76 as the target, and then here is the 200 moving average at 77. I'm sorry, 77. What is it? Sorry, hold on. 77.20 is the 200 moving average. So looking for 76. If this move continues on the lower end, now we're gonna have some support at 72.80, which is where the 50 moving average is, and this low volume node. And you can see that yesterday's session, the RTH session, had a double distribution. So that the single prints here, they're gonna be acting as support for now, for today at least, initially. Okay, and last but not least, gold. So gold keeps going from from point of control to point of control now. So we tested this area a few times already, but we keep rejecting these lows, keep going back above this, below and above this low volume node, and then it just now tested it, and now we're back above it, so it's accepting this area, this range, and then 26.86 is the 20-day point of control, which keeps being a magnet. All right. What else we got? Today we have Fed speaking at 9, 10, 10:30, and then we have oil rig counts, total rig counts at 1 p.m. and that's about it for the week. Next week we have PPI and CPI, so maybe that's gonna be when we break out of this range. I don't know if on a Friday after such a big move we're gonna break. I'm thinking that we might come back, close the gap, and stay in this range. So we'll see. Good luck, and do not forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you around.